Okay, so I think we are on. I think I have this figured out. This is my first time doing one of these. I'm Kimberly. I am the chef with the Shaman and the Chef. Welcome to our page. I'm just getting things set up real quick. This is one of our first live broadcasts. I'm just making sure all the systems are up and going, and then I will be getting started. Today we're going to be talking about the art of tantric cooking, one of my favorite topics. So just give me a few moments. I'm going to wait and see if there's anybody else going to pop on. I'm going to make sure all my systems are up and going. If you are on, if you could just give me a quick wave, let me know that you're there. Let me know that this is up and running, just so I know it's going well. All right, so it looks like we're on. Okay, of course, now that I'm getting ready to get started, the dog's barking at me to go outside. So let me let him outside real quick. I've got two people that are just coming on, so we'll be right back. Okay, so here I am. Welcome everyone. It is so good to see you all. Today, as I stated, I'm Kimberly. I'm the chef with the Shaman and the Chef. I am with a Soulfull Kitchen. While I mostly do whole foods, plant-based, vegan style cooking, I am classically trained, so I do all kinds of cooking. My passion is taking some of our most comforting foods, sometimes our most fattening foods, making them healthier, making them better for our bodies. My whole goal is to take the foods that we eat every day and to really change our perspective on those foods and make it more conscious. So not just about, putting something into our mouth that's supposed to give us protein or carbs or whatever it is, but the whole act of cooking, from the moment you're planning things out and going to the store, to smelling the vegetables and fruits, to putting them all together in the kitchen, and as you're cooking them, smelling everything and really getting your body into a more conscious way of looking at your food and connecting to it and creating more of an experience with your food. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about that. We're going to be talking about like the masculine versus the feminine way of cooking. We're going to dive into a little bit of what I mean by tantric cooking. I have a feeling that might be like an ongoing, because there's so much that goes in with tantric cooking. And we're not just talking like tantric, like sexual. I mean, tantric cooking really is about a whole mind-body experience. It's about taking all of your sights and senses and combining it to have a true experience with whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's cooking or working out or working or going to the park. It's just a word used to describe a more conscious way of connecting with whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. So let's dive right in. First, we're going to talk about masculine versus feminine energy. When we talk about masculine versus feminine energy, especially when we're looking at food, I'm not saying men versus women. Typically, masculine energy is going to be more of your planned out, more of your coordinated, very structured way of looking at things. It's less of your emotional side, more of your strategic side. Whereas when you look at the feminine way of cooking, you're looking at more of the emotional side. It's not just a preparation. It's not just making a plan and sticking to it. Feminine energy, not just female energy, feminine energy is softer. It's more conscious. It is more about the emotional side and connecting with things. So you have kind of like a development of how your planning with cooking goes along. A lot of people start out with your masculine energy, and then it moves into your feminine energy. And then as you experience more and you connect more with your feminine energy, then you start going into more of the tantric side of things. I mean, that's a natural progression of it. I'm not saying everybody does that, but that typically is your more natural progression of it. And the dog is barking yet again, so give me one moment. I am so sorry. is a good thing I love animals. Okay, so masculine energy. When we talk about masculine energy and cooking, typically what happens is you're going to find this in a lot of like your bodybuilders or like your fitness personnel, your fitness models. It is creating a plan, not even looking at the food or what's in season or anything like that. It is, I need to get so much nutrients. I need to get this much protein, this much carbs, this much calories, this much fat. It is a very structured way of planning all of your meals out. It is, I need to have all of these things. So you make a list of all those things. You create the menu around that list of things. So it's very, very structured. Once you've created your menu, then you go to the store and you get specifically those things from that menu. You come home, you spend all day creating those meals for that week, for that structure. That is what you eat. Very structured, very organized, very set. This is what you're doing. But as that goes on, a lot of people may start that way, but they get tired of eating the same thing all the time. They get tired of the structure of it. Or not even get tired, but they get used to it, and they want to start more. They want to test more, try more, experiment more. So then that's when you start moving towards more of your feminine energy portions of it. So what I mean by that is become more of an not emotional eater, but your heart starts talking to you more. You start having cravings. You start, what is that smell? I'd like to try some of that in my food. Let me add a little bit of this to this. So it's less about a structured meal plan and getting the food and then cooking, but it's more of, I go to the store, I see what's on sale, what's in season, what looks good. Then after you've already gotten your food, then you come home and you develop a plan around what you already received. And then you cook the food. So masculine, you plan, you go to the store and you shop, and then you cook. Whereas with the feminine, you shop, see what's on sale, see what's out there, see what the best buys are, see what's in season. Then you come home and you plan and you cook. So both of these can kind of transition. So you start with your masculine, then you go to your feminine, and then once you're with your feminine, again, you start experimenting more, feeling into the food more. Your body starts telling you more about what it is that you want. As long as you've got to slow down and consciously listen to your body telling you these things. Your body's going to naturally tell you, I need more iron, I need more B12, I need more potassium. You just need to be connected and in tune with yourself to listen to those things. Once you actually tune in and you slow down and you start looking at those things, it's going to be more of a tantric style of cooking. So yes, you're going to go to the store, but it's not going to be so much about what's on sale or what's in season. It's going to be more loose, more fluid. It's going to be, I'm in the mood for this. And I'm not saying this is the most budget friendly. What I'm saying is it's more about listening to your body. It's about picking up that pineapple and smelling it and feeling it and connecting to it and really enjoying that sweetness of it, of imagining that taste. And then once you've developed that sweetness, what can I put with this? What is my body wanting? What does this pineapple want to do? And I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes your food talks to you. It's like asparagus. Asparagus, most people are like, oh, it stinks, it smells bad, but it's all in the way of cooking. You've just got to listen to it. Asparagus loves vinegar. It loves your balsamic vinegar. It loves your lemon juice. It's really, when it gets a little bit of that, it's going to open up that flavor so much more. So it's about connecting, and it's about listening, and it's about feeling for that food. So you've got your masculine, your feminine, and now we're moving into our tantric. So one of the things I love to do in the kitchen is just letting myself go, not having a plan at all, having no idea what I'm going in the kitchen for. I will take the ingredients and I will just open the door and I'll say, okay, talk to me. What do you want to show me today? And as I pull out all these ingredients, as I start connecting them, as I smell them, as I feel them, you've got your mushrooms that have a little bit of dirt on them, you wipe them off, and as you start prepping everything, and you start crushing the garlic, and you start chopping your vegetables, the smells are going to start coming to you. You're going to put a little olive oil in your pan, and that scent and that sound is going to start sizzling, and everything's going to start coming together, and if you just listen, you'll hear what it's telling you. You will hear it telling you what it wants from you. And so that's when you have then found that tantric style of cooking. It is a whole body experience. It's what your head is telling you. It's what your heart is telling you. It's what your senses are telling you. It's all of it combined, and you're slowing into it. Maybe you put on a little bit of music, whatever it is in your mood for. I personally like a little Brazilian samba when I cook sometimes. So put on a little music, put the lights down a little bit lower, get that garlic sizzling in the pan. Really start to listen to what your body and to listen to what that food is telling you. I'm going to go into a lot more in depth about this masculine versus feminine versus tantric style of cooking. This is just a little bit of information. You can always read more about it on my blog, thesoulfullkitchen.com. I've got the link below. And we're going to be doing more of this. I'm actually going to bring the shaman on next time, and we're going to talk more about the tantric style, and not just maybe with cooking, but how she experiences tantric and what she looks at that as her day-to-day life, and how she looks at the conscious way of slowing down and really connecting, whether it's with your food, with your friends, with your loved ones, with your animals, with your home, with the outside world. Let's dive into more of how can we connect within us and without us. Nice talking with you guys.